And Mikaela, we are so glad to have you on the channel tonight. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. I'm glad to be here.
So, as my channel kind of runs into of breaking into cyber, we're going to kind of start with the very first question to kind of hear your origin story. So, what brings you to cybersecurity? Not everyone wants to do that growing up. We want to be lawyers and nurses and doctors. But at some point in time, you decided to dedicate yourself to this field. Kind of what spun that?
Yeah, so I, after college, was a software engineer and I loved programming at first, but then I got a little bored and I started asking around of like, what were people doing? Like, what were they doing where they enjoyed their jobs? And I ended up at DEF CON, which is a really big hacking conference, if you have
Awesome.
it. And I competed in one of their CTFs and I was like, this is way more fun to me than programming was. So I started making the switch from there. And luckily, I was working as an Army civilian and I had a lot of flexibility to rotate between teams. So I just found the Army Red Team, and they were nice enough to take me in as an intern, and I was able to learn a lot about like how red teams work, how pen testing work, and find like the niche part of pen testing that I enjoyed. And then once I was done with my time with the Army civilian, I became a full-on pen tester in the private sector, and then eventually back to government to where I am now.